hope you enjoy. What's up, y'all? Let me just clean off this desk a little bit. Oh, wait, I forgot. Gotta have my light. Can y'all see that? Hopefully so. Alright, let me continue. Let me do it fast, real quick. I know some of you like more aggressive triggers. I don't mind doing that. I like to switch it up. Alright, I think that's about clean. So, I forgot what I was about to say. Well, in one of my first ASMR videos, I did something. Oh wait, did I take that video down? I can't remember, but I did a video where I answered questions out of the book of questions. And this book is very outdated, but it still has questions that are interesting. At least I think so. So I'm going to answer some questions out of here. I'm also going to count some change. I wish this was full, but oh well. And I don't do it often, and I've been asked to do it more often. So yes, I'll chew some gum. Alright. So let me go ahead and get the gum out. Try not to be too loud. There we go. I don't chew gum that often, and I try not to eat candy that often. Well, alright, let me take that back. I do have a weakness for chilled Reese Buttercups. I think I told y'all that. But anyways. Also, I chew so aggressively, but I'm gonna try not to do that today or tonight. What time is it? It's pretty late here, so. Okay, I'll start with a question, and then I'll get to the change. Okay. do this random. Just gonna flip through and find it. Next question. Okay, now some of these questions I'll answer, some I won't. But here's the first one. Okay, wow. Can you urinate in front of another person? Again, the question is, can you urinate in front of another person? And my answer is, drum roll please. Yes, I can. In fact, yes, I have. There's been a couple different occasions. But first of all, you can go to a public restroom. And sometimes there are dividers. And so it's just like an open urinal. And I guess in that sense, you're urinating in front of someone because it's just an open space, you know? I'm sure I did as a kid, you know, like after school or walking home from school or something, you know, or being on a tree with a friend being stupid, I don't know, or being like a kid, not stupid, but being like a kid. But a more formal way that I have urinated in front of someone was when I was in college and I was on the track team and we had to get drug tested. So you had to go into the stall and pee into a cup, but you had to leave the door open so that the administrator could watch you. But yeah, but even more than that, like just full exposure, I could do that. To me, a body is a body. It's just not that serious, you know what I mean? So yes, I could, and I have. Alright, let me actually just stick on this next question. It says, if you walked out of your house one morning and saw a bird with a broken wing huddled in some nearby bushes, what would you do? To be honest, y'all, I don't know. I know emotionally I would feel perplexed. Well, not perplexed, but I would feel sad. Well, I would be perplexed, or like, how did this happen? But I also would be in a state of confusion, maybe, because I wouldn't know what to do. Like, is there someone I can call? Like not animal control, but I will Google just like this, what to do if you find a wounded bird, and hopefully something will come up. I wouldn't just want to leave it there, but well. Alright, I'll do one more question. Then I'll get to the coins and I'll come back to this. Do you consider yourself well organized? How often do you have to look for your keys? Let me tell you. Oh my gosh, I misplace shit so easily. Now I hang my keys up on like this little thing by the front door, but I have misplaced stuff so often. My keys, my wallet, just anything you can think of. Oh my gosh. So I'm not well organized in that sense, but I do consider myself well organized in other ways, like my online or how would you determine my I don't even know how to say it, how I would describe it. Like, I'm organized with like my emails and things like that, maybe, but with physical objects. My dad used to call me the absent-minded professor. Alright. What's this? Now, I think I had another video where I showed you I was counting change, and I was going to go take it to, a coin counter to get some money. Well, that time I had change that was like way up here. So this is only a little bit, and I know it's not much, but oh well. I think that the air might come on. Oh, try not to be too loud. I'll just lose it on out. That didn't lose. That was more like shooting out. I'm trying to be delicate. Let's see what we got here. Too many damn pennies. Nah, money's money. I remember one time a friend was like, because I was like, oh, I don't care about the pennies. And they were like, what? Give me the pennies then. And they were right, because everything adds up. So. I don't know how much y'all can see. I know the angle is not really showing a lot, but it's all good. I'm trying to divide it up. We'll put the dimes over here. Put the quarters over here. We'll put the pennies maybe right here. And then nickels over here. So you know. Okay, so let me go ahead and I'll answer a question while I'm doing this. Random. Oh goodness, this is long. Okay, let's see this one. Okay, let's go this way. Okay, here's an interesting question. You know what? I actually didn't take a note of something. Oh well, okay. Here's the question. Would you enjoy spending a month of solitude in a beautiful natural setting? Food and shelter would be provided, but you would not see another person. Okay, so here's the thing. I consider myself like an introvert. Which means to enjoy alone time, maybe more than others. But I think it also means that I get drained quickly being around like a lot of people. But am I like that? I don't know. I do consider myself a homebody though. Even though I feel like I haven't been home in years, but that's a whole nother discussion. I just got some stuff going on in my life where I still feel like I'm searching for home. So, but anyways, so being in solitude for a whole month, it would give me a great time to reflect. But I also realize that I do enjoy people. I enjoy community. I enjoy interaction. But at the same time, it's conditional. Let me say it that way. It's conditional. Because there are some people that I'm around, and I wish I was around them much, much less. There's even some people that I'm connected to that I wouldn't mind if we didn't have interaction at all. Not wishing them any harm, not wishing them any ill intent, but our personalities just don't mix like that. So okay, for the quarters we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, did I tell y'all, if you remember from my other video, that the way that the machine works, it takes like 11%. What am I gonna do about this money? Because I don't want to give up any percent. I might just go buy some food with it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Or, no. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. $9.75 with quarters. So back to the question. I'm getting all sidetracked. Well, not really. I would try to be in solitude for 1 month and just have food and shelter. Yeah, I think I could do it. But you know what's so crazy? On the flip side, they talk about the psychology and the dangers of people being in solitude. Like, you know how they do that in prisons? Now, of course, this question and where I would be based off of what happens in prison, I would assume would be very different. It's a whole different mentality, a whole different environment. But still, I just feel like as humans, there's a longing, there's a desire to want to be connected and around each other, you know? And again, it's conditional. Not everybody should be connected. That's not realistic anyways. But generally speaking, I think we do better when there's engagement. Now, there are people that I know, I don't know personally, but I've heard of conditions where like they have extreme phobias and can't be around other people, or you know, there's like extreme fears with that. So I get that. Yo, I ain't got no money. Alright, let's do the times. So, anyways, back to the question. Yes, I could do it. At least I think. 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, $1. Okay. We have $1 so far with the dimes. I cannot wait to move. I have the most. They're just so loud. Anyways, next question. One moment, please. Okay. Let's see what we got. Okay. If you were having difficulty on an important test and could safely cheat by looking at someone else's paper, would you do so? I mean, I've done that in school before. I've cheated. But if I was taking some type of exam, for whatever reason, as an adult, and I could cheat by looking at someone's paper, no, I don't think so. Now, this is a follow-up question. If you saw someone cheating on a test, what would you do? What if you had signed an honor code? Oh boy. I mean, it ain't none of my business. Like, oh, another $1. I assume that the honor code means that I'm supposed to inform the administrators or whomever that someone was cheating. I just couldn't see myself doing that. Like, why do I have to take on that burden? Like, okay, as an adult, even as a kid, actually, like, let me be about my business, my morality, my goals, my virtues, my perspective. You know, let me handle myself. Why not to be responsible for someone else in that sense? I do think that we are responsible for each other to certain degrees, but man, I ain't trying to worry about that shit. I let them do it. Alright, so just as a recap: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. $9.75 for quarters. 1, 2, $2.20 for dimes. 55 cents for nickels. Oh, wait. 30 cents. $2.30 for dimes. Now for the pennies. I'll count the pennies and then we'll do another question. Oops. Almost lost track of where it was. 20. Okay, this is a good one. A close friend asks and genuinely wants your opinion about something, but your opinion is one that he or she or they are likely to find quite painful. For example, your friend is an artist and asks your honest estimate of their chances of being successful. you think they are an atrocious artist who hasn't the slightest chance of success, what would you do? Okay, so here's the thing. Generally, I don't believe that someone would not have the slightest chance of success, because what is success? That's subjective. You know what I mean? It depends on what their standard of success is. I feel like I've answered this question in one of the other videos. My beard. Anybody want to play in my beard? Let me stop. But yeah, I trimmed my beard down a little bit, by the way, but I'm gonna let it grow back out again. It depends on their measure of success, you know? And even if I don't think that they're that skillful, and even if I didn't think that they could reach their level of success, instead of saying it in a way that could be painful, or I guess either way it might be painful, I would suggest to them about maybe getting more training. Because man, I'm such an empath and I hate seeing people in pain. And I would hate to be the cause of it, but I know that they genuinely want to know, and I think it's a disservice for them to genuinely want to know, and I lie to them and just tell them all they're good, because that doesn't do them any good either. There's a way to be tactful about truth, you know? So that would be my goal, is to be tactful, to be truthful. I would not use the word atrocious, but I would try to be transparent about how I feel. And I would try to be detailed in why I feel that way, because then maybe they can correct it, or they can improve it with my feedback. Like a teacher, you know, a teacher can let you know if you're right or wrong, or an instructor can guide you to be better. I would go with the perspective that the way that I would share it with them would help them to be better, not to be worse, you know? So in that sense, I would not put a limit on their potential, their success. I would just help them to be better, you know? So, alright, let me count these pennies again. So we have 36 cents in pennies. We have $2.30 in dimes. We have $8, or was it $9.75 in quarters. And we have $1.05. No, not even $1. Oh, what was it again? We have 60 cents in nickels. Oh, sorry. I thought it stopped recording. I was about to be married. So 60 cents in nickels. So I think we did pretty well. Alright, y'all. It's late. So I'm about to. That's my stomach. It's late, so I'm gonna go ahead and get in bed. I hope y'all enjoyed this. Maybe got some tingles. And you feel relaxed. And you feel calm and serene. Oh, that might have been loud. I'll see you on the next video.